Assessment plays a pivotal role in the teaching and learning cycle, offering evidence of student progress and achievement. Theories, principles, and models of assessment guide educators in planning, delivering, and evaluating learning, ensuring fair and inclusive assessment. These frameworks allow learners to showcase their abilities while helping educators adapt to diverse needs. Formative assessment is used during teaching to monitor understanding through questioning, quizzes, and feedback. It provides learners with feedback that fosters improvement and supports progress. Low-stakes assessments identify gaps without penalty, guiding the next steps. This method encourages real-time adjustments to teaching strategies. It promotes growth and motivates learners by providing constructive feedback. Summative assessment occurs at the end of a unit or program to evaluate overall achievement. Learners consolidate knowledge and prepare to demonstrate mastery. Exams, final projects, or practical tasks serve as evidence of achievement against learning outcomes. It provides a formal record of progress, but can be stressful due to its high-stakes nature. Planning lessons that lead to summative assessments is crucial for success. Diagnostic assessment is applied at the start of learning to identify strengths, prior knowledge, and support needs. It helps learners gain awareness of their baseline and set personal targets. Initial assessments guide planning, ensuring learning is tailored to individual needs. These assessments are fundamental to inclusive practice, highlighting areas requiring support. They ensure personalized and effective learning experiences. Norm-referenced assessment compares learners' performance to peers or national benchmarks. It provides insight into how learners perform relative to wider standards. This method is useful for standardized testing, but may de-emphasize individual progress. It can create pressure or feelings of inadequacy among learners. Teachers use it to align with external standards, though it might not reflect personal growth. Criterion-referenced assessment measures learner achievement against fixed criteria like learning outcomes. Learners understand clear expectations and criteria for success. This method ensures fairness and consistency by assessing against objective standards. It is particularly useful in vocational education, where competence must be demonstrated. However, it might not capture creativity or broader achievements. Ipsative assessment measures progress against the learner's own previous performance. It motivates learners by highlighting personal growth and self-comparison. This method is used in reflective tasks, portfolios, or ongoing skill development tracking. It supports reflective practice and long-term development. Ipsative assessments are valuable in vocational and skills-based training, emphasizing incremental improvement. The principles of assessment include validity, reliability, fairness, and transparency. Lessons are designed with these in mind, ensuring tasks measure intended outcomes. Learners trust assessment processes when they are consistent, fair, and transparent. These principles ensure accessibility, removing barriers while maintaining validity and reliability. They are crucial in creating equitable and effective assessment practices. Formative assessment acts as a check-in during the teaching process. Teachers use questioning, quizzes, peer feedback, or reflective discussions to gauge understanding. This allows for real-time adjustments, addressing gaps promptly. For learners, it provides feedback that promotes growth and motivation. Formative methods are low stakes, guiding progress without adding pressure. Summative assessment evaluates what learners have achieved at the end of a unit. It involves planning lessons that lead to a final exam, portfolio, or project. For learners, it consolidates knowledge and provides a sense of achievement. However, it can create stress due to its high-stakes nature. Summative tasks serve as a formal record of learners' progress. Diagnostic assessment establishes a baseline of skills, knowledge, and support needs at the beginning. It tailors lessons to the learner group, highlighting starting points. Learners set realistic goals based on their initial assessment results. Diagnostic tools like skills checks or interviews ensure personalized planning. They are essential for inclusive practice, ensuring all learners' needs are met. Norm-referenced assessment compares learners to peers or national benchmarks. It aligns teaching with external standards, but may not reflect individual progress. Learners see their performance in relation to others, which can create pressure. It is useful for standardized testing, but can overlook personal achievement. Norm referencing is valuable for comparing across groups or cohorts. Criterion-referenced assessment measures against set criteria, like learning outcomes. It provides clarity and fairness, as all learners are judged by the same standards. This method is particularly useful in vocational education, where competence is key. However, it may not capture creativity or broader achievements. It ensures consistency and objectivity in assessments. Ipsative assessment compares current performance with past achievements. It motivates learners by showing personal growth and self-reflection. This model is inclusive, valuing individual improvement even if external benchmarks are unmet. It is often used in vocational and skills-based training. Ipsative assessment supports incremental development and reflective practice. Assessment principles ensure quality by focusing on validity, reliability, fairness, and transparency. Valid assessments measure intended outcomes, while reliability ensures consistency. Fairness requires equitable treatment of all learners, and transparency demands clarity. These principles safeguard inclusivity and trust in assessment systems. Applying them consistently can be challenging in diverse settings. Assessment theories and principles guide how learning is measured and feedback is provided. They ensure that assessment is valid, reliable, fair, and inclusive. Applying these models in practice influences how educators support learner development. Each model has distinct applications that benefit teaching and learning. Understanding these frameworks is crucial for effective educational practice. Formative assessment is applied through questioning, quizzes, and feedback during learning. It identifies gaps and allows immediate intervention to support progress. This method encourages real-time adjustments to teaching strategies. It fosters a supportive learning environment where learners feel motivated. Ongoing feedback helps learners improve continuously without added pressure. Summative assessment is used at the end of a unit through exams, projects, or portfolios. It provides a clear measure of overall achievement and is often used for certification. Planning lessons that lead to summative assessments ensures learners are prepared. This method offers accountability and benchmarks against standards. However, it may induce stress due to its high-stakes nature. Diagnostic assessment is applied at the beginning of learning using skills checks or interviews. It establishes baseline knowledge and identifies support needs for tailored learning. This approach is essential for inclusive practice, ensuring all learners' needs are addressed. Diagnostic assessments guide planning and set realistic goals. They provide valuable insights into learners' starting points. Norm-referenced assessment is applied through standardized testing or benchmarking. It allows comparisons across groups but should be balanced with other models. This method ensures alignment with national standards but may overlook individual progress. Teachers use it to gauge performance relative to peers. Norm referencing is valuable for maintaining consistency in assessments. Criterion-referenced assessment is applied by assessing learners against fixed criteria. It ensures fairness and transparency, especially in vocational education. This method is useful where competence must be demonstrated. However, it may not capture broader achievements beyond the set criteria. It provides consistency and objectivity in evaluating learner performance. In conclusion, by combining these models with the principles of validity, reliability, fairness, and transparency, educators can create a balanced approach that effectively supports learner success. Thank you for watching this video.